because it's a bit wet, I will do minimal work outside, and you could see the ground is wet. There's slight drizzles, not too heavy though, but I'll look to do as much as I can, but mainly focusing on the greenhouse and the poly tunnel. So it's been a week since I've been here, and you could see the chilies I left behind have not really changed color, the green ones. So things have been slow because there's more cold, and when it's cold, um, the chilies kind of stop growing, or I'll say they become a lot slower in their growth. Yeah, I think that's the better one. They become a lot slower in their growth rather than they stop growing. And so when the temperature drops, we've been having less than 10 degrees some nights. This is what happens. You know, the ripening of the chilies becomes slow, but they're still ripening. This one's turned yellow. There's another one back there that's yellow. And there was a tomato that volunteered. Yeah, and it's giving us a fruit. It's not very ripe, but it's a sweet tomato. I remember this one. I didn't plant it this year, so it's seed from last year that has grown by itself, and that's only one thing it's giving. I'm not trimming or doing anything to it, but I'll take the fruits. So things are a bit slow. The leaves are coming on fine, so the greens are fine. I've taken some from there already. I'm going to be harvesting more, but this is the state of things, guys. I'll go through more and I'll show you how things go. Look at that, those chilies over there. I'll be harvesting that today also. Yeah, another thing I'm doing today, it's checking for blight. As usual, we do this check over and over just to make sure everything's fine. And so far so good. I'm not seeing any dying plants in here with any weird, black fungal stains on them. So that's good. And I'm thinking this little chili that never amounted to anything, if I should overwinter it, provided it doesn't get blight by the end of the season, I'm thinking I should overwinter this chili and just see what it really is, So let me get working, guys, and I'll show you again as usual the harvest and the work I do as I go along. Okay, so we're in the polytunnel, and this is how things are looking. We still have, everything looking scanty because we did a hard cutback last time, which is good. But we're looking through and I'm not seeing any blights, which is a good thing. So the cut we did last time managed the ones that were infected, and I'm not currently seeing any other infected ones. I'll keep looking through and cutting back anything that have any slight look of blight. An example is that leaf over there, looks like early stages of blight. I'm gonna cut that off. Generally, it's not been an infestation, and I'm losing plants upon plants. So the thing I notice also here, just like in the greenhouse, most of the big tomatoes are still green from last week, so there haven't been much changes. You could see all of them very green, hardly any orangey or red look. Those ones far over there, it's all green. The ones here, all green, so I only have the cherries that are red, so I'll be grabbing the cherries. The cherries are red, but the beefsteaks are all green. Luckily, it seems this one up here is beginning to turn though, so but still mainly green. So yeah, I'll harvest the greens, not the green tomatoes, but the kale, which is still producing loads and loads for me. The callaloo, I think, is succumbing to cold, and I think slugs are also eating them. So that's one of the callaloo. There's a few others that are just coming up. Yeah, those ones there. and there's other ones here which have gone to seed. So the callaloo seem like the callaloo is coming to an end. I'm just getting getting better and better with growing callaloo, and it seems like they don't like old much. They don't like old much. They're still growing, but yeah, it's not looking like the kale, right? Look at the kales. The kale plants are just producing more and more leaves, big leaves. But the callaloo, apart from this one, the rest are just quite small. Fresh ones are coming up though. But I think maybe next year what I'll do with the callaloo is I will sow them, again after the first set as seedlings and transplant the seedlings rather than leaving the seeds to grow by themselves from the ground. So that's what I'll do. So yeah, I'll start harvesting and I'll show you guys the harvests at the end. I'm not going to spend too much time today. I don't think I'm not enjoying the way the weather looks. No, it's not looking, you know, appealing. Doesn't It's not interesting me to walk. I feel like going home and sleeping or drinking coffee. So that's how it looks. All right, and it's all round. That's it. There's no trace of the sun. Okay, guys. I've just been in the polytunnel clearing up, done some harvesting also, and you would see the difference starting with the Roma tomato. I've tried to stick them all up because they were, as it's a bush tomatoes rolling on the floor, and I've had slugs eating them, and thus slugs decimating the ripe ones down there. Okay, so what I've done, if I go closer, you could see that slug eating them. Those are the first, I think one of the first ones that's ripened, but because they've been eaten by slugs, definitely can't do anything with that one. So I've tried to clear the base around the tomato very well, clear the base and stake them high, so the tomato fruits get the chance to ripen. So that's one thing I've done. You see, they're less red or orange than was at the beginning when we entered. So this is like one of the first time I'll say since the growing season, once the plant started fruiting, that I'm able to harvest almost everything that's ripe. I always leave something behind. I get tired or I'm not able to finish. But that's it. You can see most of what's left behind are the green tomatoes. I'm at the back of the polytunnel, and this will give you a full view going right to the end. See, they're less orange. So we've done a good harvest today. One reason we're able to do that is because there's not loads to harvest. Yeah, the kale, I've picked off a few. I'll show you guys what it is. But I've cleared out most of the diseased and dying leaves on the tomato plant. And this is the harvest, guys. So there's still loads we get from both from the greenhouse and the polytunnel. So loads of kale leaf, loads of cherry tomatoes, almost no, in fact not almost, no beefsteak tomatoes. These are the Romas that fell off while I was trimming. We've got the chilies, got some strawberries, late strawberries, got a sweet chili, this one. There's a bit of pepper in it. It's hot, but it's really sweet, mildly hot. And I've got these ones that are hot also. I haven't tested them, but I know they're hot because it was used to cook. And I've got these ones that look like Scotch bonnets, and they're looking fine. So this is the harvest for today. It's a quick one, a quick clear through in the polytunnel and the greenhouse. I'll do a bit of clearing up outside, maybe 1 or 2 plots, but nothing intensive. And that'll be the end for it today. Thank you very much, guys, for watching, and thanks for keeping up with the channel. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. It does go a long way and help our channel grow. Yeah, I'll see you again in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.